Uh,
But thankfully, we have a good movie to finish off this week with
yes, we do. Some like it hot.
the Marilyn Monroe, Tony Curtis, and Jack Lemmon classic.
Yes, often hailed as the greatest comedy of all time.
And you know what? After watching it, I can kind of see why.
Yeah, I kind of can too. Yeah, it's very clever. It's very witty. Um, Lemon and Curtis are really good in their roles. Although I wonder how they were able to run in heels.
Um, maybe they used time travel and asked Opie's daughter.
Oh, probably, yeah. uh, but but yeah, this is it's a classic for a reason. Yeah, and of course you got Marilyn Monroe in there, who was a legend.
Yeah, within 3 years, she was gone from when this movie came out.
Yeah, yeah, she was beloved, and she's obviously very beautiful, but she had problems.
She had
This
her
is
demons. Yep.
yeah, yeah,
One of them named Jack and Kennedy, and the other one named Robbie Kennedy, but that's neither here nor there.
yeah. Yeah, and if you're curious to know more about her, there are plenty of documentaries out there that have been made. There's actually one on Netflix. If you've got the intestinal fortitude for it, I believe it's called the Monroe tapes, which feature a bunch of audio recordings of her during her therapy sessions.
Oof, that sounds rough.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you find out stuff about her that she probably would never want anyone to know about her. But getting back to this movie,
Yes, because this movie is a happy time, a good time.
yes, it is. Yeah, yeah. So the movie takes place in 1929. It's with as I said, Tony Curtis and Jack Lemmon. They are musicians in a band and working in a speakeasy in Chicago. Tony Curtis plays the saxophone, and Lemon's bass player. Bass like orchestral bass, not guitar bass. Uh,
And not based.
and not bass, yeah. And so they find themselves in some money trouble because Curtis has a gambling problem. He likes to bet on dog races. Uh,
Man, at least pick the ponies. Like that's
I
more
know.
dignified.
Yeah, jeez. Yeah, and so they need some quick money, and they're about to take this gig in another town, but they got to borrow this one of Tony Curtis's gal pals, borrow her car. But as they're borrowing her car, they go into the garage and witness basically the movie's version of the St. Valentine's Day massacre.
Even takes place on St. Valentine's Day.
Yes. And of course, having been witness to this, the mafia is after them. Then, so the only way they can the hide out is by going in drag and joining an all girls band and heading off to Florida. And of course, on their journey, that's where they meet Marilyn Monroe's character, who is kind of playing herself in this movie.
Yep. Although like this character is legitimately ditzy, whereas in real life I believe she used that to her advantage.
Yeah, kind of like if I would use a modern day like Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
Yeah, like people probably don't realize this. Paris Hilton, that whole dumb blonde thing, it's an act. She's really not that dumb, or she's not dumb. But yeah, they run into her, and of course, both Curtis and Lemon have got the hots for her, obviously. But
Maybe who wouldn't if it's Marilyn Monroe running around?
yeah, I know, yeah. But of course, it's really Tony Curtis who's one who really ends up with her because he's better looking than Jack Lemmon.
Yeah, I mean Tony Curtis was kind of a sex symbol at the time.
Yeah, he was. And for those of you who don't know, he is the father of Jamie Lee Curtis. Um, so some good genes there. Um, but yeah, so and part of the whole thing was that he finds out, like, Marilyn Monroe, like she really wants a rich guy who wears glasses, and
Oh, people who wear glasses are just so helpless.
yeah, reading the Wall Street Journal, and
So, meanwhile, so Tony Curtis like puts on that identity to go to try to seduce her.
yeah,
Meanwhile, Jack Lemmon is like having to distract the guy who actually owns the yacht that Tony Curtis is using as part of his seduction attempt.
yeah.
The guy just like, okay, like Jack Lemmon is not feminine at all.
No, no, he was not.
So it's just extra layers of absurdness, absurdity on top of everything else.
Oh yeah, yeah, and of course the it all culminates with the climax where the mob guys actually show up in Florida, and then they
Friends of the Italian opera.
You're not fooling anybody.
Yep, yep.
Uh,
Uh, yeah, so this is one of those comedies where it does just about everything right. So I don't really like, the only criticism I can think of is that when Jack Lemmon's base gets shot up, there only seem to be bullet holes on one side.
yeah, and there weren't. Yeah, it didn't go through. Yeah. Um, and I will say too, the logic of the movie is somewhat cartoonish. With some of the transitions where, like, they show them like getting away, and from the
Mhm.
from the mob guys, and then like 2 seconds later they're riding down the elevator and they're completely in their women outfits, and it's just like, okay, there was only like a minute or two that passed.
Yeah, and they even did a classic Scooby Doo chase scene with the mob at one point.
Oh yeah, yeah, where they're pretending to get away, but then one of the guys sees that Lemon's still wearing heels.
Oh, see, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking like character transitions where they're like moving impossibly.
Oh, that, yeah, 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 because yeah, oh yeah, yeah, I hear what you mean. Yeah, yeah, that too.
Like just showing up somewhere they shouldn't in the middle of the run. Um, another thing that I thought was interesting, and this is just like on a technical level, I couldn't tell what the device that the one mobster had um, early on, and then my dad said it was an old school hearing aid because it almost looked like it was like a wireless microphone or something.
Yeah, it was this big, huge thing. Yeah, and there were headphones, kind of like what I'm wearing now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so yeah, little bits of historical interest all over the place there.
yeah, yeah,
Because we were just talking about in the last one about period pieces. Well, here's your period piece.
yeah, yeah, and of course the movie came out in 1959. So it was a 30-year difference. To put some perspective, that's like between now and the first Toy Story movie.
Yep.
So that's the time difference. Yeah. Um, but yeah, no, this was. I mean, it's yeah. There's not a whole lot I can say about this. That hasn't already been said about this movie. Hundreds or thousands of times. Throughout the decades.
Yep. If this sounds at all interesting to you, I don't know why it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Uh, I guess the only thing I'll say is it is a black and white movie, which some people might be offended by for some reason. Always think it looks too old, quote unquote.
Yeah.
These people are called Philistines in some circles.
Yeah.
Uh, Also, my dad pointed out as I was watching it with him that Marilyn Monroe's outfits might have been a little bit too X-rated if you could actually see them in color.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Yeah. Yeah, there's some surprisingly really risque moments and jokes in this movie that I'm kind of surprised they got away with back in 1959.
Yeah, like little hints of like little bits of homosexuality stuff, and of course the movie is about two cross-dressers, so you would get in so much trouble from all sides making the movie like this day or
Oh yeah,
these days.
Oh yeah, you would. Yeah, and yeah.
Nobody would be on its side.
Oh no, nobody, nobody. Um, oh man, yeah. And what was I gonna? Yeah, and definitely some. Yeah, yeah, like a little lot of innuendo that's being like sexual innuendo, kind of being made about like what was it? Tony goes, no cream and no sugar and what? God, I can't remember what it was. It was a whole litany of stuff. And I'm like, oh wow. uh, but but yeah, no, I definitely recommend this movie. Yeah, it's yeah, Amazon Prime, or if you're so inclined, maybe just buy a physical copy of it.
Yeah, like it's one that you can pull out and enjoy it on any occasion.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think we've said all we need to say for tonight.
Indeed.